Hey, Christoph here. I wanted to give an overview of the web-based prototype for the Bitcoin Core app that I've been working on after our discussion last week around prototyping. So our design tools allow us to make prototypes. However, they're very limited because design tools can only handle so much complex logic. You can kind of take statically sized screens and kind of, click through them one by one. That's pretty good, but you cannot do responsive screen layouts. You cannot really easily do interactive fields and selecting different things. There's just a whole layer of interactivity that's not really doable. So and that's where this type of web-based prototype could come in. And so this is it. So here this is live. I'll share the link as well. This is just a very simple intro page here, but the real meat is here on desktop. It's on the left, where you can see I've mocked up a bunch of different pages already. These are all based on components that match our design system. And so you can kind of see, quickly go through and compare all the different screens and what they look like and kind of get a feel for that. Now, navigation also works. So for example, when I click this info button here, I go to the about page, I can go to developer options, toggle the dark mode on here. Doesn't really do anything, as you figured out here. Then, on some screens here, there are different transitions that are possible. Yeah, so that allows us to user test pretty well because things are realistic enough. Like there's no real global state, something we could do if we want to, but it's much better than some of the static Figma prototypes. One detail is also that here on the left sidebar you can see under cover there's a default and there's testnet. The screen can have different states. Here the second state is when the application was started using testnet. Or here a comparison or an example is if I have transactions or I don't have transactions. This is not final design, this is just kind of a placeholder here. So you could see it should be pretty simple to make this feel pretty nice. Another aspect is we have the dark mode here that's fully implemented, and then we have the little mobile button that puts a fake frame around it on desktop, puts kind of these fake mobile chromes at the top and bottom, and the same thing works here. We can navigate, and it does feel more like a realistic application. I can hide the sidebar here if I don't want it. And if I open this up on mobile, I don't need to switch to mobile, obviously, so that button's not there. And I'll just always get this type of look here. And accessing the menu is done via this button here at the bottom, which should not overlap with a lot of actual interface pieces. Okay, so if you are on mobile, you can also via the share button on iOS and then via the ellipsis menu button on Android, I think, there's an option called add to home or add to home screen, I think. And that allows you to install this as a progressive web application. So it's not just a link that opens up in your browser then you can have the URL bar at the top, at the bottom and stuff. The progressive web app then loads full screen without browser Chrome. So that makes this whole thing feel much more like an actual native application. That should also be really great for allowing us to test things pretty quickly. So one more example here, we're discussing assume UTXO. So I was pretty quickly able to just add this screen. There are all existing components that already existed. Kind of fake me selecting here, picking a snapshot file. The application's now verifying it. I have no idea what's going on in the background. This is just more of a quick mock-up. And then, I see my snapshot is being loaded, and it contains data up to January 12th and some other disclaimer stuff about how this will be verified in the background and stuff like that. So, you saw a little bit of glitch here with the tabs. That's because some of the super complex navigation patterns are not in there. But it's pretty good, right? I think, at least. So that's it. I do hope that this becomes a useful tool in our toolbox. And so just let me know what you think. Thanks.